Everything's coming out. Everything. You see, when they do this national inquiry, do we trust them? Do you trust them? I'm going to do my episode anyway. I'm going to show you Labour's involvement.
But Tommy Robinson just revealed what we suspected about Keir Starmer. You're not going to believe what just came out. For weeks, there's been this quiet hum in the background of British politics whispers, rumours, little hints that something wasn't right at the very top of the Labour Party. And now, Tommy Robinson has just said it out loud. No holding back. No polite language. Straight to the point, and it's the kind of claim that could shake Keir Starmer's political career to its core. Here's the thing, this isn't just about one speech or one soundbite. It's about timing, about patterns, and about what's been happening behind the scenes that the public was never supposed to notice. While the headlines were all about Starmer's latest campaign push, a parallel story has been bubbling under the surface. Now it's breaking into daylight. Let's rewind. For the past month, Starmer's image as the steady hand in British politics has been taking hits: policy U-turns, tense interviews, and that uncomfortable question that keeps coming back: what does he actually stand for? Robinson, never one to stay quiet, has been dropping hints for days. But yesterday, he connected the dots. According to him, Starmer's been making moves quietly, strategically, that point to something much bigger than a normal political pivot. He framed it like this: when a leader starts acting like they know their time is almost up, you can tell. And that line, it stuck. Because if you look at Starmer's last few speeches, the sudden shift in tone is hard to ignore. Political insiders have been noticing it too. One senior Westminster aide speaking to a political podcast off the record said, "There's a sense of urgency in the leader's office, like they're bracing for something." Now, urgency isn't unusual in politics. But here's where it gets interesting. Robinson claims Starmer's recent moves are less about winning over voters, and more about shoring up alliances for life after politics. That's a bold suggestion. And while Robinson didn't give hard evidence, his comments have clearly struck a nerve. Social media is full of posts echoing the same sentiment. One tweet that went viral simply read, "We can all feel it. Starmer's done." Let's talk about why this is landing so hard. Part of it comes down to Starmer's own history. He built his rise on the promise of strong leadership and political clarity, but critics say that in recent months, clarity has been replaced by contradiction. On one hand, he's promising economic stability. On the other, policy rollbacks and half-commitments have left voters confused. And confusion is the last thing you want in an election season. Robinson's framing of this as the end is clever. It's dramatic, yes, but it also taps into something a lot of people are already feeling: a sense that Starmer's momentum has stalled. Public reaction. Explosive. Comment sections under political clips are filled with debates, frustration, and for some a sense of vindication. "We were told he was the future. Now he looks like the past," one Facebook user wrote. Even some Labour supporters are expressing quiet concern. A party member from Manchester told a local paper, "We can't keep changing course every few weeks. People start to wonder if we're really ready to govern." Of course, Robinson is no stranger to controversy himself. His critics will argue he's amplifying selective narratives to fit his agenda. But here's the thing. In politics, perception often matters as much as reality. And right now, the perception, fair or not, is that Starmer is wobbling. Let's break this down into three parts. Firstly, the shift in messaging. Starmer's speeches have become more defensive, less visionary. That's not what you expect from a leader on the rise. Second, the strategic meetings. Political journalists have picked up on Starmer's increased closed-door sessions with party veterans and former ministers. Harmless, maybe. But in politics, patterns matter. Thirdly, the timing. We're months away from a critical election period. If there was ever a time to project strength, it's now. Instead, we're seeing uncertainty. And uncertainty is political poison. One political analyst told Sky News, "Once your base starts questioning your staying power, it's almost impossible to regain that full confidence." That's the risk Starmer faces right now. Robinson's comments, whether you agree with them or not, have poured fuel on that fire. So, what's next? If Starmer pushes back hard, doubles down on a clear vision, and shows he can weather this storm, this moment could pass. But if he stays in this reactive mode, constantly responding to criticism instead of leading, then Robinson's words might just become a self-fulfilling prophecy. One final thought. Politics isn't just about policies. It's about trust, momentum, and the feeling that the person leading you actually wants to be there. Robinson has planted a seed of doubt, and seeds, once planted, have a way of growing. The real question is, will Starmer prove that seed wrong, or will this be the beginning of the end? Because if this really is the end, it won't just be the end of Starmer's leadership. It could reshape the entire future of the Labour Party. And that, my friends, is the part nobody is talking about. Yeah. Stay tuned for more political updates, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Keep watching.